COM configuration. As we have finished our input-output module configuration, next is to choose a COM port to communicate with master station. Let's say COM4. We click on the COM icon and right-click on it, and click on Add Port subsequently. On this pop-up menu, we select the COM port. COM4 will appear. We right-click on it and select Properties. Under the page COM port character, we can select the protocol and set the communication parameter. Click on icon button beside protocol. The protocol select menu will come out. We will click on slave station protocol since we are communicating with a master station. And we will select protocol number 248/SIEC101 and Action. For IEC101, we have to specify to COM port for channel A and B. Thus, we will specify a backup port COM5. After click OK, we click the refresh button on top. COM5 will come out automatically and we don't need to follow previous step to add COM5. However, the settings should be similar to the COM4 previously. DI mapping configuration. Click on COM4 to highlight it, and then click button Add to add a logical module on COM4. Under page 1 of Module Properties of Logical Module, we can change the name. The MO address is the link address and the master address is the common address. Let's change the name of IEC101 for easy understanding. And we will assume RTU link address and common address is 20. There is no parameter setting on page 2, and when we map the data into the logical module, the figures will change by itself. After click OK, the logical module IEC101 will appear on the right-hand side of the screen, and we will right-click on it and select Edit Database. This is the page for us to do the data mapping from input-output module to logical module in order to report to master station. On page SPI, we can select the available single-bit DI from the input-output module database appear on the right-hand side. If we click on the DI module which we configured just now, all the DI channels will come out as shown. We can select each channel one by one, or we can click Add to add all the channels on the DI module on the left-hand side. Then, we can fill up the IOA address accordingly as shown. Select info code type ID30. Type ID30 is single point with time tag. Class data is class 1. Class 1 data is data with higher priority than others class data. When RTU respond to master request, ESDU address is 20. Double check. Transmit SOE set to yes and transmit COS set to no. Same thing will be done for DPI. Select info code type ID31. Type ID31 is double point with time tag. Class data is class 1. ASDU address is 20. Double check. Transmit SOE set to yes and transmit COS set to no. AI mapping configuration. Click on the AI tab. Continue the same thing we have done for SPI and DPI. Key in the object address according to the user preferences. Select info code 1 type ID9. Type ID9 is measure normalized value without time tag. Select info code to type ID34. Type ID34 is measure normalized value with time tag. Class data is class 2. Class 2 data is data with lower priority than others class data when RTU respond to master request. ASDU address is 20. X2 is RTU raw data and is set as 5000. Y2 is engineering value and set as 32767. DO mapping configuration. For DO mapping configuration, click on the DO tab. Set the direct to SBO. The O address can set to single command or double command. Then we can fill up the IOA address accordingly as shown. Class data is set as class 1. ASDU address is 20. Protocol configuration. Finally, we can set the IEC101 data setting at the page IEC101 protocol setup. The settings are as shown. Please take note that page 4 IEC101 protocol setup page 2. Just follow default setting.